So it's currently mid-December, and there was a fighting game that was announced a few weeks back.
Nectar.
No.
Oh.
That I guess it's fair to say that caught our attention.
Yep.
For different reasons.
Yeah. Okay.
And that game, it's a comic book fighting game.
Yeah. I'm a pretty big comic book guy.
Yep. And that game is Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yep.
So the reason it did, catch our eyes because Jordan here is the comic book guy, and I am the fighting game / old arcade game, so I know about those games as well.
So that's our dynamic.
Yeah. So, there's characters for you and there's characters for me.
Yep.
As of now, there's been 6 characters revealed and 1 teased, but we don't know who it is yet.
Yeah.
That's on my side. On the Capcom side, it's Ryu, Morrigan, and X from Mega Man.
Yep. And on the Marvel side, you have Captain America, Iron Man, and Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So this video will be, I think, to talk about what characters we want to see.
Basically, yeah.
In the game, it'll be fun to see. Just fun it's fun to talk about, and we want to know what you want to see as well.
So, first off, you have quite a bit of experience with Marvel vs. Capcom, right?
Personally, no, but I have been watching them for a long time.
Watching them.
I don't play them that often.
Okay.
So I'm looking to get into it because they've been hard to get.
Yeah.
But I'm looking to get into it with Marvel vs. Capcom.
Okay.
Oh, I have had experience with the first games, just not from Marvel 2 onwards.
I played 2 on arcade ages ago.
Yeah. Plus, they spend a lot of time. But you do, being a fighting game player, you do see them and observe them, and you see all these characters and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
So why don't we just do this like you do one and I'll do one, and then we'll just start with we'll just talk about it. So, which is the first character you want to see in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite?
So on the Marvel side, someone who I think will be very likely and is my personal favorite comic book character, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
A very easy pick. He's already been in the games before, I believe.
He has been in the video games before.
Most very
of them, if
easy
not all of them.
to do. Very popular comic book character.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't know Spider-Man?
Yeah, of course.
I just think there's a lot you can do with him, and I very much hope he's in the game.
Yeah, and there's a lot he had. There's a lot we have done with him before. There's a template to build upon. I think with Spider-Man as well. He's very comedy. He's been in all the games before. I don't think they're going to change much when they do put him in the game, because I'm fairly confident they will. So that'll be exciting.
Okay.
I'm excited for Spider-Man, I guess. My first character is... I'm going to start with all the Street Fighter characters, because I think, Marvel vs. Capcom stems from Street Fighter, so we need to get the Street Fighter characters out of the way. Okay. I think my first character is going to be Bison. Now, this is kind of two reasons. One, because Bison is my favorite fighting game character, period, I think.
Okay.
I think he's if not top 3. I love him so much.
Yep.
I love Bison. Secondly, I think he works with the Marvel characters dynamic quite well as well, because he is a super villain in the Street Fighter series.
He's probably the most comic book character among the Street Fighter characters.
He loves maniacally laughing. He sees everyone else as weaker than him. He's just evil for the sake of being evil. Yeah,
he's pretty much Capcom's Magneto.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I would say. So that's who I want to see. He can teleport. He has a lot of powers. He's been in the games before, but not in the last game. I think he was in Marvel 2. He wasn't really good in that. But whenever they do put him in, they change him from his Street Fighter games. Because Street Fighter is very tame. They'll make him not a charged character. They'll give him circle moves so he can just do them out, and he can jump around as high as hell and whatnot. So it's fine. So he'll be relatively. I think we have a template to work on with Bison as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So who's next for you?
So continuing the theme with Spider-Man characters, next we have Venom.
Yeah.
Who is one of Spider-Man's biggest villains. He's quite a popular character as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically his abilities are quite similar to Spider-Man's, but he's a lot larger, a lot more berserk, like a brawler, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so he's a symbiote that's being combined with a criminal by the name of Eddie Brock,
mm-hmm.
and they created Venom, and that's why he's a villain, because he's merged with a criminal.
Right.
So yeah, he's quite an easy pick as well. Just do some sort of brawler character, I
No,
guess.
I agree. And you've got one written there that says Agent
Oh,
Venom,
yeah.
Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson. So Agent Venom is a new character pretty much. It was created after Eddie Brock has become the anti-Venom. This
Spider-Man the Anti-Venom?
Anti-Venom the character.
No, Alex, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, continue.
Eddie Brock's old symbiote, the Venom symbiote,
Yep.
was taken in by the government basically, and was created into a program, the Venom program.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically the symbiote was created to be more obedient, loyal to the government. And then they combined it with Flash Thompson, who was actually back in the old days, was a bully of Peter Parker. But then he sort of,
Back in high school.
yeah, he sort of, atoned for his sins.
Right.
Joined the military, lost his legs, unfortunately, and then went into the program and then became Agent Venom.
Yeah.
So Agent Venom he's more like Spider-Man than Venom in the most part. He's more agile, more humanoid looking, carries weapons and stuff like that. So
Right.
he's still got his his mind intact. But occasionally Venom will try to take over,
Right.
and then
okay.
they will create a more berserk like
cool.
like original Venom.
Yeah, okay. My next character is another Street Fighter character, and I think he's going to be the representative from the Street Fighter 5 game,
Okay.
the most recent Street Fighter game, and that's Rashid. I think Rashid is the most interesting of the Street Fighter 5 newcomers. So that's Rashid, Nikali, Fong, and Laura. I think Rashid is the most interesting character-wise and to look at. And I think the way he plays can be tied into Marvel vs. Capcom quite well. He's very quick on his feet. He's all about dashing, getting in, getting out, and his V trigger sets up the giant tornado. I think if you run through the giant tornado, you'll gain speed and your attacks will get buffed and things like that if you don't attack through it. So I think that could tie into the sort of calamity that Marvel vs. Capcom is quite well.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I think. Anyway, who's next?
So to sort of mix things up a bit, next is Carnage.
Oh my god. Who's Carnage?
So basically, Carnage the symbiote Carnage was the offspring of Venom. and like it's sort of like Venom, but it's red.
Do you think? So you mean like Spider-Man?
I think it was the offspring of Spider-Man and Venom.
Okay.
But basically, the change here is that instead of the symbiote taking over someone,
Yeah.
the symbiote actually attaches to Eddie Brock's cellmate, Cletus Cassidy, who is actually insane. He's insane. And so because of this, he actually takes over the symbiote. So instead of the symbiote being in charge, basically, it wasn't prepared for this maniac.
Alright.
So Carnage is just sort of this sociopath of a being, combining these two insane beings.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And so he's not afraid to just kill people on the spot, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's just a lot more brutal. There's actually been times where Venom has to join up with Spider-Man to stop Carnage.
Right.
So we got the heroes and the villains combining to take out this threat.
So you got 4 Spider-Man villains on there. Right? Spider-Man's on there right now.
Yeah.
4 Spider-Mans. Awesome.
Also Spider-Gwen following this for Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Would be pretty awesome.
Spider-Man.
I won't go too much into her. She's pretty
cool.
much just like Spider-Man.
Even I've seen her. She's pretty cool.
But yeah, she's cool.
Next up, I've got who'd have guessed it? Dante from the Devil May Cry
from
series.
DMC?
No, don't talk to me. Fuck out of here, Ninja Theory Shell. No, Dante original Dante.
No.
I can't imagine him not being in this game. He was a favorite of the because he wasn't in any of them until Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is the last game.
Yep.
And he was a favorite.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Dante. Everyone loves the Devil May Cry games. I can't imagine
surely
him
he should be in it.
And he's got all these because it's a beat 'em up, crazy character action game. He's got all these different things that he can do, and they've implemented that well into the game as well. So they've already got a template, and even if they did put him in there, I can't imagine him changing up too much.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe nerf some buffs from the last game, because this game does look tamer than the last game.
Yep.
But he's not going to be changed too much.
Okay.
Anyway, who's next?
So last Spider-Man character
Oh my
here,
fucking god.
Doctor Octopus.
Dr. Octopus. He hasn't been in a Marvel Capcom vs. Capcom
Okay.
before.
Yeah, I'd quite like to see him in that.
Mhm.
I think they should do a sort of more modern take on him though,
Yeah.
because the comic books he's a little goofy looking.
Right.
I actually quite liked how Spider-Man 2 did him.
Okay.
The trench coat,
Yeah.
you know, the coat and his whole look there. I hope they do something like that instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's an iconic villain of Spider-Man, and I think it'd be a good pick.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Next up, I've got another, I guess, mainstay for the Marvel vs. Capcom series. I've got Mike Hager, who is a character from Final Fight. Sorry, not Fatal Fury. That's SNK. Final Fight, and Mike Hager is the mayor of Southtown. That's SNK again. Metro City. He's the mayor.
Okay.
He's the mayor of Metro City. Oh my god, I'm getting this too. Jesus, mixed up. He's the mayor of Metro City, and he's a big old wrestler as well.
Yep.
And he's one of the playable characters. And his daughter gets kidnapped. It's a 2D, side scroller beat 'em up.
Yeah.
And his daughter gets kidnapped, and he has two other buddies go and fuck up all the bad guys and get him back. And he's just a big guy. He basically plays like Zangief, but he's a big guy with a mustache.
Okay, cool.
And he's a big wrestler. That's it. And he's Cody and Guy are the two other characters, and they're in the Street Fighter series.
Okay.
But he seems to stay away from the Street Fighter series and goes more into the Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Alright.
So that's his place, whereas
Okay.
Cody and Guy stay in the Street Fighter games.
Yep.
Anyway, your turn.
So next up is Luke Cage.
Who's Luke Cage?
So he's basically a African American. His ability is he's pretty much got tough skin, I guess.
Right.
Almost invulnerable skin. So he's a lot more durable. He can take a punch. He can take a stab, whatever. So he's a lot more basic than most of the characters on this list.
Right.
He's a more sort of brawler type. I'm hoping they stay traditional with his look and give him the afro and the afro band as well. That'd be great. And he's been popularized with the Netflix series Jessica Jones and his own series Luke Cage.
Right.
So yeah, I think it'd be a good.
You think like armor could be his like gimmick?
Yeah,
armored
something
moves?
armor like. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. My next character is also from Final Fight, Cody.
Oh.
Yeah, I said before that he stays in the Street Fighter series, but I want him to come over to Marvel vs. Capcom because
Okay.
he's not doing anything in Street Fighter 5 at the moment. So why not have him over here? His gimmick in Street Fighter was that he could pick up a knife.
Oh.
When
okay.
in Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Alpha 3, those were the two games he was in. There was always a knife on the middle of the stage, and he could pick it up, and the knife would always cause chip damage, which isn't on normals, which isn't a common thing to happen for normals. Normals don't usually, in Street Fighter especially, don't cause chip damage. I think he's the main character of Final Fight. Not Hager, not Guy. I think Cody is the main character of Final Fight.
Alright.
So I think he should be the representative from there. If he's not being used in Street Fighter at the moment, why not?
Okay. Yeah.
He should, because I think of Marvel vs. Capcom as a celebration of the two franchises, Marvel and Capcom. I think they could use him there to celebrate what he is, and that's what a lot of these characters on this list are going to be celebrations of Capcom.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's all from me. Your turn.
So next up on mine is Kingpin.
Who's Kingpin?
He's a villain to both Spider-Man and Daredevil. Basically, he's a huge guy, a big guy, who to most people looks like it's just sort of this fat blob, but really he's made up of muscle. That's his gimmick.
That's pretty cool.
I think he's like his body's made up of like 99% muscle, something like that he says basically, and it's great because everyone like goes to fight him thinking he's just like sort of this fat lazy
Blob,
guy,
yeah.
and then it turns out
Just
he's just
jump the
made
heart.
up of muscle. So yeah, he's basically your average criminal doing bad things. But yeah, he's also got fighting abilities.
Oh, cool.
He's capable to take down even Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So yeah.
that's hilariously dumb. It makes me want to play that in a fighting game. My next character is no surprises here, Strider
Okay.
Haryu. He's been in the other Marvel vs. Capcom games. He's got his own game recently. He's a hack and slashy guy, and he jumps fire, and he has his own moves, and he's already been in the games. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. He's a mainstay, / Strider Hiryu.
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright.
I don't have much to say about him.
So following with Kingpin, Daredevil.
Yes.
Who is, like Luke Cage, quite a brawler. He doesn't really... Well, he sort of has abilities, but, so he's blind. That's his thing. But that means that all of his other senses have been enhanced greatly.
Yep.
And he's a very good fighter. Yeah, he just...
Does he bring a weapon or anything? Does he have a weapon?
Yeah, he uses nunchucks and, like, pole arms and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
okay, yeah.
But, yeah, you can fight by him with just his fist as well if you need be.
So it'd be just a regular character. He'd have supers that just hit people. And
yeah, pretty much.
He'd be a brawler.
He's sort of like a, just your average Street Fighter character or something like that. He's just a little more basic.
Yeah, that's fair enough. My next character, Jill.
Okay.
Jill, she's been in the other games as well. She's nothing special. Jill from Resident Evil.
Valentine.
Jill Valentine. She's nothing, the Resident Evil was one of the biggest franchises that Capcom have. I feel like this character and the next character that I have, you can probably guess who it is, who has been in the game as well. Just need to be in the game. If we're celebrating Capcom here, then I think Jill needs to be in the game.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we have the template. We've built it there. She's fine.
Yep, I agree.
What's next for you?
Nova. Sam Alexander, to be precise.
And we discussed it today, and he has been in the games before.
That was another Nova. That's
Oh, okay.
So Sam Alexander his gimmick is that he's a kid who's been told all his life that his father is this great hero that saves the galaxy and stuff like that. Doesn't really believe it because his dad's a bit of a drunk. And like a lot of his friends and stuff like that will tease him about his dad just being like a no good liar and stuff like that. But then one day it turns out that all of that was true. Sam finds the helmet, puts it on, and it basically gives him superpowers. It gives him super speed, super strength, flying, energy manipulation, all that. And then he's been told by Gamora and Rocket Raccoon that his dad was a great man, a great hero, and he basically has to, continue on that legacy and find his father because his father's missing at this point.
Who was Nova in the game before?
Rick Richards? Something like that. Richard Wright, I believe.
Richard Wright?
That's his name, yeah.
And is that his dad or something?
No, that's another. So that's all part of the Nova Corps? No.
Oh,
Nova...
yeah. He was saying the Nova Corps in the thing. No, I believe it is the Nova Corps.
Yeah, I think it's the Nova Corps.
No, it is.
Nova something.
It is, because I was watching the trailer today.
Okay.
And he was going, for the Nova Corps!
Yeah. So that's, a whole bunch of different heroes like that.
Yeah.
So there's just one of them. Yep.
My next character... Guess, Jordan. Guess. If I said Jill first, who's next?
Sean.
No. Sean is not on my fucking list, mate.
Is it Leon?
No.
Is it... Nah.
It's Albert Wesker.
Oh, yeah.
Wesker's a little more batshit insane than Jill is. And he's one of the top tiers in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He's not in any of the other games. I think he'll come back.
Okay.
I don't think he'll make a difference. Yeah. He's batshit insane. He's one of the favorites to play in the game because he's very powerful. Him and Dante and Vergil, and there's a few other characters. I think they'll come back.
Okay.
And I can't see Wesker not coming back. He's cool.
Okay.
And, since Resident Evil was one of the biggest, I don't see why not they shouldn't have two mainstays, because they're the biggest one. And there was quite a lot of characters from Resident Evil. There's a lot of characters here that are big games. There's a lot of games here that are big games, but they only have like sort of one main character. So why would you put more than one main character in?
Okay.
But yeah, this one has a lot of characters, so why not put Wesker in as well? And he's also a good dumb big old supervillain. He is absolutely stupid. With the supervillain-esque traits and whatnot. Similar to Vein to Bison and many other characters we'll see on this list.
Yeah, okay.
Who's next?
Black Panther.
Oh, okay. I saw the trailer.
For Black Panther?
For Black Panther.
Okay, cool.
Oh no, maybe. Was there a trailer? I saw something. I saw something
Right.
for Black Panther.
Sure.
It was a Huffington Post article, I remember. Killed me.
Right. Oh, that's right. It was about there should be no white people in Black Panther or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
it was how diverse it was, because there's 90% of people in Black Panther are black.
Which is not the definition of diverse. But
Anyway,
okay.
anyway.
Um,
You're just white-splaining right now.
So Black Panther's pretty cool. He's sort of like Luke Cage in Daredevil. He's a good fighter, but his armor, well, more skin than armor, really, just very clothing sort of.
Yeah.
But it's made out of vibranium, which is the toughest metal in the Marvel universe.
Who else has vibranium?
Captain America has a vibranium shield.
There you go.
And so there's adamantium and vibranium. Sometimes it's either adamantium or vibranium, but it's probably going to be vibranium for Black Panther.
Yep.
So he's also super rich because his country is the where you find vibranium.
Yep.
Basically, a while ago, a giant meteor fell on their country, and they've just been harvesting it and become super rich because of it. So he's both the leader of his country and a great fighter.
Oh, that's cool. I like
And-
leading country fighters.
Vibranium.
Shout out to
armor.
Leo from Leo Whitefang. That's really cool.
And your turn.
Oh, is he more of a? I was going to ask about him. So he's similar to Luke Cage,
I mean, he's a
but he's a little more
down-to-earth
professional.
fighter.
Yeah, he's not so much a brawler. I take
he's
it
a
he has
lot
the
more-
professional.
Well, he's probably not as professional as Daredevil, I wouldn't say.
Right,
Daredevil was a great fighter. But yeah, he's definitely up there. He knows how to fight.
right.
But, of course, his armor's going to give him an
Yeah,
advantage.
could be another armor thing as well.
Also, he's got vibranium claws, so there's another thing.
Oh, well, there you go.
Shasa.
Shasa. Berserker Barrage. My next character is also a zombie game. RIP. It's Frank West. He got a game that came out recently from Dead Rising.
Oh, yeah.
He covered wars, He's been in the games before. I think a lot of these characters were underrepresented in those games because Marvel vs. Capcom is a very tournament-heavy game by pro fans. The big names play it. Not many people bought it and went like, "Oh, I played it casually."
Yep.
Not many people just know who these characters are, like Street Fighter. Oh well, that's kind of, you know what I mean. But Frank West was kind of underrepresented because he was kind of shit.
Okay.
So I think that's what I think. There should be balance changes to this as well from the third game because the third game was kind of fucking broken.
Yeah.
But Frank West should come back. He's got a new game come out recently, and he's fun. He's cool, and I like Frank West.
Okay.
Yep. Your turn.
So next up is... I'm not sure. Loki.
Loki.
So, quite a likely candidate
Yeah.
given his his surge in popularity after the Marvel films.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, brother to Thor, villain to Thor, and the Avengers.
I don't believe he's been in any of the games.
Okay, yeah. So
not
he's
in the games.
he's got illusions. He uses deception, stuff like that. So maybe he's some sort of diversion like tactic,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, but yeah, he's probably gonna be in it. I guess
He's probably going to be in it, and they did say they're gonna. It's probably going to be expanded upon the MCU rather than the X-Men.
Yeah.
That Marvel vs. Capcom is known for. So Loki is, I guess, more than likely to.
Yeah,
Would be
okay.
fair to say. My next character is Spencer from Bionic Commando. Bionic Commando is a fucking gem. Do you know what I'm talking about? I fucking love Bionic Commando.
great.
Spencer
okay.
has been in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh,
He
okay.
was in Marvel 3.
Yeah.
And he played awesome. He had a big bionic arm and he would re-grab enemies.
Yeah.
So he would like hit them away and then grab them again, pull them back, and then continue the combo. It was so sick. So they've got a thing to base it on. He was quite good in that game as well. He wasn't S tier, but he was like pretty good.
Okay.
Also Bionic, just ripping Bionic Commando. Bionic Commando is so fucking good. I've beaten the arcade game. It's so good. It was one of my favorite arcade games.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I never talk about it, but here it is. Yeah, that's all.
So next up is Iron Fist.
Who's Iron Fist?
I'm not sure why I didn't group him up with the others, but whatever.
With the other watch?
Daredevil, Luke Cage,
Oh,
all that.
right.
So he's also a great fighter, probably even better than Daredevil, really. But his super move is basically he can punch someone and say Iron Fist and basically explode them into
That's
oblivion.
fucking stupid. One punch!
It's basically one punch man, yeah.
That's so dumb.
So yeah, that's his thing. He's also got a Netflix series coming out soon, so increase in popularity.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
So dumb. My god. My next character is Amaterasu from a good fucking game called Okami. I beat it a while back, and it's awesome. And Amaterasu has been in the games before.
Oh, okay.
She was underrepresented because she wasn't that good in the game. But I think Okami is a hidden gem, and go play Okami if you fucking haven't. Go play Okami, and Amaterasu is just a different character I think to have in these games.
Yeah,
we get a lot of humanoid characters.
Yeah,
I think we need another Amaterasu. And the way she did play was quite unique, and she looks amazing in that game.
Okay.
So I would say Amaterasu is my next pick.
Great. Red Skull.
I know Red Skull is the Agent Smith.
Yeah, he's bad guy to Captain America.
Yeah.
He's also got the super abilities like Captain America from the Super Serum, but he's also got a red skull.
Yeah.
Which is also his face. But yeah, so
he's evil.
Basically, he was too evil for even the Nazis.
Oh my fucking
and
god.
that's why he created Hydra. And they became a separate entity.
Hitler was like, "Whoa, shit,
yeah, he was
dog.
like, "Whoa, dude, I know we want to kill all Jews and stuff, but calm down,
Whoa,
calm down, fam."
Yep.
So yeah, that's Red Skull for you.
Is that it?
Yeah, basically.
Awesome. That's all I wanted to hear. My next character is a bit quirky too. Like Amy and Spencer and Frank West. Quite a big series on the handhelds. Phoenix Wright.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Phoenix Wright's been in the games before. He played very uniquely. Objection, that's not a question. He played very uniquely. He was all about finding clues and uncovering the truth. And it was I don't quite understand it because I didn't really play Marvel 3 that much, but it was cool to watch. It was fucking fun to watch.
Interesting.
I know when he found all the 3 clues, he got some fucking powerful moves. But it was cool.
Yep.
So that's my choice for that one. Quite a popular
Right.
game series, Phoenix Wright.
Yep. Made even more popular with the anime series. I'm joking. Don't watch it.
Okay. Thank you, Jordan.
So next up is Falcon.
I didn't know this was an anime review as well. Anyway, Falcon.
Falcon is basically he's in the MCU, so he's quite well known now. Somewhat like Captain America, but he's got wings and he doesn't have the super strength. So
Yeah.
that's him. Flies around. Yeah.
Cool. Falcon. Great. My next character, also another quirky one, is Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't know. This game has like a million of fucking titles. It's cool. I like Ghosts and Goblins. He's cool. He's been in the games before. He's the knight. If you don't know what I'm talking about, he's the knight that throws lances, and when he gets hit, he goes into his underwear. That really fucking hard Super Nintendo game. That game's awesome, and I think he's just a cute little guy. And he's one of the characters I would say is a representation of Capcom.
Okay.
That game was big back in the day.
Yeah.
And it's become a cult classic since then as well. I don't know how big it was. I wasn't alive back then. But that game is definitely... It's made waves. Definitely since then as well. Because that game is ridiculously hard.
Okay.
Ghost in the Goblins. So I think he is quite a recognizable character, and I think he should be in the games.
Yep. Okay.
Your turn.
So next up is Nico Minoru, who is a witch, basically.
Cool. Nico... Who?
Minoru.
Got on.
So she can cast spells. She's, I guess, the Doctor Strange.
Of the Marvel
Point 2.
Universe.
Yeah, of the Marvel Universe. Yeah, you got it. Thanks, Alex. You got my back. But yeah, she would be pretty cool to have. Because I'm guessing they're not going to have any Fox-owned characters in this.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's not looking likely at the moment.
Yep.
But she could be like a replacement for Scarlet Witch or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I don't know. We'll see. My next character is Azura from Azura's Wrath.
Yep.
Not much to say here. He's a big fucking powerful angry guy who's pissed off at everything.
Sort of like Kratos, I guess.
Like Kratos, but Japanese. And he has like 6 arms and wants to punch things really hard.
Yep.
I haven't really played much of his game, but that's all I got to say about it, and it's pretty hype.
Do
from
you have
the things
to
I've watched.
buy DLC for you to finish the story mode with them?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Your turn.
Next up is Star-Lord. So
Star-Lord.
he's become insanely popular
Yeah.
over the past 2 years.
Thanks to the actor, I think, in part.
Yeah, thanks to the actor, but also the movie was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Chris Pratt did a fantastic job playing Star-Lord. And I think he would be a good pick, a popular pick.
Yep.
And
I can definitely see more Guardians of the Galaxy characters showing
Yeah,
up. Because
absolutely.
we've only had Rocket Raccoon at the moment,
Okay.
but I can definitely see more of them coming up. And because we're doing more MCU focused,
Yep.
so there'll definitely be more of these characters. My next character is Captain Commander,
Okay. Yeah.
who's been in
Expected that.
the games before, and he's a brawler character. Not much really to say. He's a space guy, and he has glasses, and he gets guns. It's cool, and he punches things. I'd like to see him make a comeback. He's fun to watch in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I think he's quite powerful in that game as well. So I just want to see him make a comeback.
Cool.
And he's, it's one of those like retroactive.
Yeah.
Know? He was big back in the day in the
He
arcade
was
scenes.
the face of Capcom for a while,
I
wasn't
believe
he?
he was. Yes, I
Yeah.
believe he was. Your turn.
My turn. Next up is Gamora. So another Guardians of the Galaxy character. She's pretty awesome. Maybe give her a sword or gun.
Yeah. Sure, no doubt she'll have both.
Yeah. And yeah, pretty much just your sort of average fighter. Good fighter. She's green.
Oh, cool.
She's
And she's a girl.
a girl.
You got not many girls on that.
Don't I?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not many girls, buddy.
Guess I'm sexist.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I guess
guys.
you're a horrible sexist asshole pick. My next character, actually neither do I, truth be told.
Yeah, fuck up.
Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe's been in the games before. He's self-explanatory. He's kind of wacky. He's kind of cool. I like him. I like Beautiful Joe. He's random. He's loud. He kicks things. It's
Yep.
great. In the opening cinematic of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, he's riding on Amaterasu's back, and it's sweet.
Cool.
Your turn.
Next up is Rocket Raccoon. So
Yeah, that one's
there we
pretty-
go. He's been in it before. Possibly pair him up with Groot, maybe.
Yeah.
Some of that would be pretty
yeah.
cool. But if not, you could just separate the two characters, have Groot and Rocket Raccoon as separate characters.
Because you've got Groot on the next as
Yeah.
well. So yeah.
So
Might as well talk about both of them now.
yeah, basically Rocket Raccoon, you got a bunch of weapons for him.
Yeah.
Do a lot.
Is that his thing? So he just has a lot of guns?
Yeah.
Cool.
Basically. Hence
That's
his
what I
name.
gather.
Yeah.
That's what I gather. Once again,
Usually big exploding weapons. And Groot is, basically a tree guy who can grow out. He's practically immortal.
right.
As long as, a single piece of him still alive, he
Right.
can just grow out of that.
That's cool.
Yeah, big, tough, durable guy.
He could be like a
Cute.
shield that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Rocket Raccoon could
Something
send
like
out
that.
maybe like an assist or
Yep.
something. I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, that's basically that.
That's cool. My next character is an old character from Marvel vs. Capcom. She's not been in any other game series except for Marvel vs. Capcom because she's unique to the Marvel vs. Capcom universe, and that's Ruby Hart. And she was one of the 4 characters, 3 playable, created for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. She is the coolest of them, I think. There was also a Mingo who's like a giant cactus, and a little monkey girl, but I can't remember her name. And a boss, the last boss for that game, whose name was don't remember, Faust or something. No, it's up on screen right now. But he had like 3 stages. Anyway,
Okay.
Ruby Hart's the pirate girl. She is so fucking cool in that game. Have you seen an image of her? She's so dope. I'm gonna get my Capcom tribute book out right now. Hold up. Hold up. We're getting my book out. Go buy this on Amazon. Let's fucking find her.
Great.
This is what we're doing now, kids.
Play music.
Oh,
Copyrighted.
Oh no. Marvel vs. Capcom music play. That's the monkey girl one, and that's a Mingo. She looks like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, and not such a wacky art style. Find it, hurry up! This recording's going, quickly!
Time's running out.
Oh my god!
We lost 2 subscribers.
Oh
God
no!
damn it.
The subs! No! 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 No, I can't really find one. I'm sure there was a cool image of her. Point is, she's cool, and I want her back. And she, oh, there she is. There's a Ghibli image of her. That's what she looks like.
Oh,
She's very cool.
okay.
Yeah, she's very cool. That was my Capcom tribute art book, and I love the shit out of that book. I got it for Christmas last year. It's fucking awesome. And Ruby Heart's cool, and she's already been in Marvel's Capcom 2. I want to see her come back. That's it.
Okay.
You're next.
Okay, Ronan the Yakuza. The Yakuza. The Yakuza.
Roman the Yakuza.
Ronan the Yakuza. Accuser. Fuck me.
Yeah, the
Let's do it
Ronan.
again.
Ronan the Yakuza.
The Accuser.
Roman the Yakuza.
The Yakuza sounds a lot cooler.
Yes.
We'll call him that from now on.
What is he?
So he's also from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cool.
He was the villain in the film.
Right.
Oh, besides Thanos, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, big tough guy, can push around people easily. He's got a hammer or sword sometimes. And yeah, he's just a sort of big tough brawler type guy. Very skilled in combat. Yeah, basically that.
My next character is the last one I've written down.
Okay.
I've got a few more. But the last one I've written down is Ko, which is a character from Darkstalkers. She is a Chinese zombie. I'm sure they've got a name for it. But she's my favorite of the Darkstalkers characters. I think tied with Chocobo, who is a fishman. Do you know Darkstalkers?
Yeah.
Darkstalkers is a fighting game franchise that sort of bombed. It's a very good fighting game franchise from the back in the day, but it's sort of bombed and it hasn't been. It's hard to sell, but it's based on sort of what folklore, sort of Halloween.
Yeah, I would say Halloween. Sort of.
It's a very Halloween. Yeah. Each character is a caricature of a monster.
Yeah.
You've got the Frankenstein monster. You've got the mummy.
Got the succubus.
Yeah, you got the succubus, you got the vampire. But I put Ko because A, she's my favorite. B, she's been in all of them.
Okay.
She's a mainstay along with Morrigan. And I think, but I would like to swap her out with any of the Darkstalkers. I think we need more than one Darkstalker. I think we need Morrigan and someone else. Preferably not Lilith, who is the same.
The same one, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, the same. But I would like to see either maybe Dimitri, who is a vampire.
Okay.
Or maybe Ko, or maybe a few other characters,
Yep.
Or Donovan's very cool as well, who is he's a Darkstalker hunter.
All right.
He's very cool. Or, BB Hood as well.
Yep.
Who's the
Little
Red Riding Hood with guns.
Yep.
She's very cool. But, any of these characters, but my personal favorite is Ko.
Okay.
Your turn.
So next up is Dr. Fate. He's been in it before.
Has he?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
You're right.
Oh.
And has he?
What?
Has he? Dr. Fate?
Sorry, Doctor Strange. Dr. Fate.
I was gonna say, who's Dr. Fate?
Let's rewind on that. So next up is Doctor
That's going in.
Strange. But I would also like to see Dr. Fate because that'd be fucking awesome.
Who the fuck is Dr. Fate? That's a story for another day. Doctor Strange. No, Jordan, stop doing the actions of a robot. Don't tell me.
Professor, help me out. Put on my helmet.
Who are you talking about? What are you talking
Dr.
about?
Fate's fucking awesome.
Doctor Strange.
Anyway, Doctor Strange. He's been in it before. He's got a movie now.
Yeah.
He's got magic powers. That's about him.
Benedict
That's him.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah, he's
been in
also
the games before.
supreme. Part of the Illuminati. With Professor X and all that. Yeah, basically just magic powers. That's about him.
Yep. I've got one more character
Okay.
that I haven't written down. And that character is a Street Fighter character. That character is Urien. I would like to see a representation from the Third Strike series, because the Third Strike series is a very different series to the other rest of the games, and a lot of the characters are underrepresented. Not so much Urien. He's in Street Fighter 5 now, but I think I chose Urien over anyone else, like Sean 12Q. Because, sorry buddy, no Sean on my list. I think Urien, with his Aegis and all his moves, is super villain-like.
Okay.
He's super villain-like. Yeah. He's bad. He's a bad motherfucker. But Urian with the way he would play is why I picked him. Because with all of his moves, he is very... I think he would make a good... Like, with the Aegis Reflector setups and things like that, I think he would make an awesome addition to the franchise with Urian. Maybe take away the charge properties that he has. That wouldn't be too fun, playing charge characters in a game where you're constantly, swapping sides and doing crazy shit. We'll see how Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite turns out, but Urian would be my choice. Or maybe someone from the Street Fighter 3 series. That's what I chose.
Okay.
That's my last character. Who do you say?
So my last character / characters is Ant-Man.
Ant-Man's more than one character.
Oh yeah, he is, but that's
not what I meant. He's made of ants.
I mean, there is more than one Ant-Man, and there's also different names for Ant-Man, like Goliath, Giant Man.
Oh my god, just stop. Just stop with this shit. Go on, tell me about it.
So yeah, he's got his own movie now. Easily self-explanatory. He's a guy that can make himself bigger or smaller.
Yep.
Yay.
I think
and other things, big and smaller.
I think he has a big chance of making it.
Yeah, definitely. But then it needs to be Hank Pym.
Hank Pym?
So the movie is Scott Lang?
I believe so.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's up on screen right now if it's not.
But Hank Pym is the OG Ant-Man. He's great. He slaps his wife. He beats his wife.
Oh my god.
He's a drunk.
That's what we need in the Marvel vs. That's what Capcom wants to put in the games. His opening pose is that he slaps his wife and then turns around and says, "What do you want? You want some next?"
So along with Hank Pym, I want Wasp, his wife, or daughter if you want. But his wife preferably.
What do you mean his wife and daughter?
No, I mean his daughter also takes on the
I hope so. I hope so.
So we need Wasp as well. But also it'd be cool if we could get Ultron, OG Ultron, who wants to fuck his mother and wants to kill his father. But yeah, that's what I want. Good old Ultron. Good old Ant-Man family. nice, well-good, good old American family. That's what I want.
Jesus Christ.
Also, for girls, get Squirrel Girl in there. She's a great character.
Squirrel Girl?
Yeah.
Alright, let's not talk about that. Fuck me. These are our characters.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. I'd like to discuss yours ones for a little bit. I would just like to say, I don't know how many of those are going to make it in, because you're going to have to get the mainstays in. You're going to have to get the Avengers are all going to be in there. So you're going to have to take away some of those places. Because I'm going to say there's going to be about 20 each. There's going to be about 40 characters to start.
Yeah.
So there's going to be, do you think that'd all be the Marvel cast side would look like that? There'd be 4 Venoms.
No, I doubt there would be.
But yeah, I can see a few of them coming in. I could see Loki. I could see Daredevil. I could see the Black Panther.
So
Nova, Star-Lord.
Spider-Man's absolutely, probably.
Yeah, Spider-Man, of course. Yeah.
With him, it's either going to be Venom or Conch. I don't think they'll put them both.
Yep.
But it'd be cool if they do. I don't know if they'll do Dr. Octopus, to be honest. I think they might do Green Goblin instead, or Hobgoblin, or Vulture, or something like that.
I would rather see. But anyway.
Or Shocker, yeah. Luke Cage, possibly. I don't think they do Kingpin. Daredevil, possibly. Nova would be awesome, and he's sort of a favorite to go into there because he hasn't really been on any other medium except for the comics.
Right.
Black Panther's quite likely. Loki's quite likely. Iron Fist, I'm not sure about Red Skull either.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they might do MODOK instead.
I don't want to fucking see MODOK. Don't, guys. Capcom, are you listening? No, don't put MODOK in this fucking game.
Falcon's a possibility. I don't think they'll do Nico. Probably do Star-Lord and Gamora. Maybe Rocket Raccoon as well, and Groot. Ronin possibly. Doctor Strange possibly. Ant-Man possibly.
You mean Dr. Fate?
Dr. Fate possibly. Absolutely.
Oh god.
Please do Dr. Fate. That'd be awesome.
Oh, you've got Foxhound characters on there.
Yeah, they're just in case.
In case. Yeah, read them out.
I mean, basically the ones we've already gotten. Your Wolverine, your Magneto, your Doctor Doom. But newcomers, I'd like to see Blink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Has Beast been in there?
Don't think so.
Okay,
Not
Beast, Lady Deathstrike, and Magic.
Okay.
Oh, and Mr. Fantastic and Psylocke.
Yep, Psylocke has
Okay, cool.
been in the game.
So
Cool.
yeah, those are some of the Fox-owned characters I'd like to see.
I don't have any Capcom Fox-owned characters for you guys. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
Alex.
sorry. I'm
Jeez.
sorry. On number 21, I guess on my list would be Vergil.
Okay.
I don't think he's necessary, but it'd be okay to see him.
Quite popular.
He's
I guess.
quite he was quite popular in the third game because he was quite powerful in the third game because
Oh.
he was the best character in that game,
Oh.
barring maybe Zero.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's why he was the best character.
Okay.
That's why he was so popular in the original game. But I didn't. His initial announcement didn't really catch me so much. I don't. It's not that I hate Vergil. I just don't think that we need two representatives from the Devil May Cry series, as much as we do other series. That's kind of stupid to say because we need more representatives. I'm saying that we need more representatives from the Darkstalkers series than which bombed, which canned, more than we need the Devil May Cry series. But there's more characters from the Darkstalkers series that would lead to more, because Dante and Vergil are very similar. Sword guys.
Absolutely.
Also, Trish was in that game, which was like too much, I think.
Okay.
From Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
3 Devil May Cry characters, like Dante and Vergil. Yeah, fine, okay. I'd be like, I'm happy with Vergil being in this game, but like Trish as well. I'm like, it's a bit much.
Yeah. Okay.
Not Trish.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Not Trish. Anyway, that's me.
Yeah. Look at my list. Yeah, I don't have many females, but I think the reason why is because most of them are Fox-owned. Like when I think of females, I think of mutants or I mean basically just mutants.
I see.
But yeah, maybe put more female characters in, I guess. You do Miss Marvel.
Well, we've already got one woman, and we don't need any other ones.
Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel.
Yeah, same shit.
Who's Muslim, so that's a big red flag there.
Oh my fucking god! This was just going to be a nice video, Jordan. Why did it have to end like that?